Hi everybody, I am your Prasad. Today we are going to discuss computer organization and architecture part 2 video overview of 5 units. This is there for regulation 18 2018 BTech second year first semester CSC and AML students. This is also there for EEE students elective subject and EC students. This subject is also there. This is a core subject and fundamental subject for the computer science students. If they want to write GATE exam, the subject questions will be there. If anybody want to write a PhD entrance exam, in entrance exam, this subject questions will also there, as this is a core and basic fundamental subject. Right, computer organization and architecture, the shortcut is COA. Here 5 units overview we are going to discuss. In our previous video, we have discussed about computer organization and architectures, introduction and overview of the subject. Now we are discussing overview of 5 units. In first unit we have 3 chapters. First one is digital computer and second chapter is register transfer language and micro operations. Third one is basic computer organization and design. In second unit we have 2 chapters. First one is micro programmed control and the second one is central processing unit, CPU. In third unit we have data representation and computer arithmetics, mathematical calculations. In fourth unit we have input output organization and memory organization. Fifth unit we have reduced instruction set computer and second pipeline and vector processing. In fifth unit, third chapter, last chapter, we have multiprocessors. Right? We will go one by one. Digital computers. Here, the computer will understand only zeros and ones. That's why it is called digital computer. Whatever you type in high level language from the keyboard, everything goes inside in the form of zeros and ones. It will understand only binary, low level, machine level language. Right? That is called binary 2, 0 and 1. Here we are going to discuss introduction of the digital computer and functional units. We have 5 functional units: input unit, keyboard and mouse, etc. and output unit, monitor, printer and etc. speakers. And we have arithmetic logic unit inside the processor, brain of the computer, and control unit. It will control all other units. And we have fifth unit is memory unit, that is heart of the computer. Input unit, output unit, arithmetic logic unit, control unit and memory unit. That will be discussed detailedly in coming up units, right? And we also discuss definition of computer organization. As our subject is computer organization, here we discuss definition of computer organization. And what is computer organization, what is computer architecture, that I am going to discuss in my next videos. Right? And computer design also there. How it is designed, what is the structure, right? Here we will going to discuss. In second unit, register transfer language. Register is the smallest memory part. In my previous video also I told 4-bit register, 8-bit register, 16-bit register. Now we are using 64-bit registers. Transfer language, we have a language to transfer it, notations and symbolic notations, right? For example, R1 plus R2 transfers R1, right? Not to waste the memory, same register is used. In computer science, memory and time is precious, valuable. So R1 plus R2 is transferred to R1. This is a notation, symbolic notation for register transfer language. Here we are using buses also, common bus system. Many lines, many wires will be there. Instead of traveling zeros and ones inside the computer, we use a single bus, that is called common bus system, that we will discuss here. And micro operation, micro means small operation. As register is the smallest part, the operation done in data stored in the register is called micro operation. Those are arithmetic micro operation, calculation micro operation, addition and subtraction and all. Logic micro operation. In my last video also I told you, logic greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, like that. And shift micro option, shift left, shift right. And lastly we have arithmetic logic shift unit. This is a hardware subject, computer organization and architecture. We can call it as CO, computer organization. It's a hardware subject, full of diagrams. We have diagrams. Through diagrams, we need to explain what the topics are, right? So computer organization. Organizing means arranging computer hardware parts and how they are manufactured, how they are functions, how they are functioning inside the zeros and ones. Computer architecture, how the design of the computer is, how it is structured inside, that we will going to discuss detailedly. And we have first unit, third chapter is basic computer organization and design. Here we are going to discuss instruction code, instruction set of commands, how the computer is running inside, functioning through commands, right? And computer registers, we have so many registers. As I told you, register is the smallest memory part and collection of flip-flops is called registers. We have personal counter, right? Program counter and accumulator is a special type of register. Data register will store data, address register will store address, temporary register, temporary address will be stored inside that. And we have time and control. Time and control means control unit. The control unit will be there. In a specific time, specific clock period, the transaction will occur. The instructions will go to and from. Instruction cycle. Cycle means repetition things. Fetching the instruction and executing it, decoding it, encoding it, reading the instruction and executing it. 4 steps. It will be repeated until the function of the end user fulfills. When it is finished, a halt function will be activated. Halt means stop. HALT, halt. And here we have input output interrupt. Interrupt means disturbance. Input output. From the keyboard, if you send any information, that will disturb to the processor to do its task, right? Through diagrams we will explain. I will explain in my next videos in detail. Here this part 2 video is overview of 5 units, right? In my previous video I discussed about COA, subject introduction and subject overview. This is second unit, micro programmed control. Micro, I told you, smallest part. Programmed control, nothing but control unit only. How to design control unit. This is very, very important. Last topic, designing of control unit. How to design control unit. Here we are going to discuss separate parts of the computer and how they are functioning, how we have to design it, and completely we have to integrate whole computer and we have to design computer. In my previous video also I told you what is the purpose, objective of this subject. Here we are going to discuss control unit. Inside control unit we have control memory. Memory is also there, registers and flip-flops and all. Address sequencing and micro program example. Here we hardware parts we are going to discuss through diagrams. Processor, registers, how they are working. Designing of control unit is important because the title of the chapter is micro programmed control unit. Next, second chapter is central processing unit, CPU. Here processor is the brain of the computer. Here it is control unit, this is brain of the computer. Here we are going to discuss general register organization. Register, I told you, smallest part, how it is organized. As our subject is computer organization, how it is organized, arranged, how it is functioning, how zeros and ones will flow. The computer organization definition is how the hardware parts are connected and how data will flow, zeros and ones will flow. We will discuss here. Here we are going to discuss register organization. Here, general register organization and instruction formats, subtopics, and I am telling the overview. Instruction format, set of commands, how commands, rules will be, instruction rules will be stored inside the address. Here we have 5 instruction commands, 3 address instruction, 2 address instruction, 1 address, 0 address and RAC. RAC means reduced instruction set computer, reduced, compressed, right? That is also there here, reduced instruction set computer, RISC, important. And we have addressing modes, address, how address will be stored inside, methods, addressing method, address storing methods, we have 10 there. This is also important. Data transfer, how data will be transferred. And manipulations, manipulations is nothing but calculations, how calculation part will be done. Here last topic is program control. This is program counter. Counter is special type of register, PC. Program control will control the program counter. Right, this is the last topic in second unit. In third unit, we have data representation. How data is represented, zeros and ones, how they are represented inside. Here data types, right, binary information only. We have hexadecimal, decimal 10 digits, hexadecimal means 16, binary means 2, octal means 8. This 4 number system will be there, how they are represented and how they are interchanged one system to conversion, binary to octal, octal to binary, that we will discuss here. Complement, 1's complement, 2's complement will be there, that will be changed. 5 will be changed into ASCII and ASCII will change it into binary number system, 8-bit register, and that will be changed into 1's complement, and adding 1 to it we will get 2's complement. That I am going to discuss in my next videos in detail. Fixed point representation and floating point representation. Floating numbers will be there, how they are represented in the form of zeros and ones. Inside the computer we are going to discuss. And computer arithmetic. Arithmetic means mathematical calculations. Addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. How they are done inside. Outside we know 5 plus 6 equal to 11. We know it. If we type 5 plus 6 equal to 11. On the monitor we will see this. Right? But inside computer, how it will be done? How on the motherboard, how in the processor, how in the control unit it will be done. Arithmetic logic unit, how it will be done. We will going to discuss through algorithms, through diagrams we need to explain. Right? And floating point arithmetic operations and decimal arithmetic operations also there. Divisions and floating. And in fourth unit we have input output organization. As our subject is computer organization, we are going to discuss register organization, and here we are going to discuss input output organization. Keyboard, mouse, all the things, how they are organized, how they are arranged, how data will flow inside, that we are going to discuss. Input output interface. Interface will be there in between input output devices, that will be discussed. And synchronous asynchronous data transfer. Synchronously, asynchronously data will be transferred in the same clock time. From the input unit, some data will be sent inside at output unit with the same clock pulse is called synchronous. With different timing is called asynchronous. That I am going to discuss in detail in the next videos, part by part. Right? This is overview of 5 units. Okay? And we have data transfer, how data will be transferred. And methods of transfer, how many methods of transfer will be there. This is very, very important. Priority interrupt, how interruption will be done priority wise, which data, which input device has high priority. CD, keyboard, mouse, which stroke is having high priority at processor, brain of the computer. And DMA, direct memory access, that is also very, very important. That video I have already done. Right, that I will provide in my description box. And we have fourth unit, second chapter, we have memory organization. Memory means heart of the computer. It has 2 types, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is RAM or ROM, random access memory or read-only memory. Right, that I am going to discuss in detail. And secondary memory is hard disk. External memory is external hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, floppy, and so many memory units are there. Examples and how data will flow inside that and outside that. Hierarchy of the memory devices. As our subject is computer organization, here we are going to discuss register organization, smallest memory part, input output organization. Here we have memory organization. Organizing, arranging, how the data will arrange. Hierarchy, main memory, auxiliary memory, helping memory, associative memory, cache memory. Cache is a temporary memory to reduce the processor speed. This will be used. Cache memory. It will pronounce as cache or cache. Right. In 5th unit we have reduced instruction set computer. Reduced, compressed, less instruction will be there. In olden days, when computer is manufactured around 1940s, before our independence only, computer is designed. This computer is designed. At that time, instructions are very few that will be used for calculation purpose. But nowadays, it is using for huge purpose. Everywhere computer is involved. For civil engineers, L&T lab, L&T bridges, and for mechanical engineers, Mercedes-Benz, right, BMW cars, everywhere, EEE, EC, and hotel management, IAS, IPS, everybody is using computers because of complex instructions. So many softwares are using. This is reduced instruction. Olden days, this is used just like calculator. Reduced instruction at the time. Reduced, compressed, less instruction set computer. But nowadays CISC means opposite to that. Complex, huge, large instruction set computer will be there. And the characteristics of RISC and CISC. This is important question here. And 5th unit, second one is pipeline and vector processing. As I already told you in my previous video, pipeline means pipes will be there, segments, parts. If you are doing a big operation, for example, 5 plus 6 into 3 is equal to some result. If you are doing this operation, first this part will be done in one pipe and second this part will be done in the second pipe. The result answer will be get in the last pipe. Right here we have parallel processing, pipeline, RISC pipeline, vector processing, array processor will be there. That I will be discussing in the next videos. Multi-processors. Multi means many. Many processor will be there on the motherboard to increase the speed of the computer. Performance is very, very important for the computer to execute any task. So many processor will be there. Characteristics of multiprocessors. Inter-process communication. How the processors will be communicate each other. If you have many processors inside the motherboard, how each processor will communicate each other. And cache coherence. Coherence means together. How cache memory will interact with together. That we will going to discuss in my next few videos. That is 5th unit last chapter. The textbook you need to follow is Computer System Architecture and written by Maurice Meno. This is a good textbook, 3rd edition, published by Pearson or PHI. Right? All the best for your future, for your exams, and thanks for watching this.